I read somewhere that 71% of the people that come to Las Vegas end up gambling in some capacity, even though just 15% come to Las Vegas to gamble specifically. If you are coming out here to gamble, it can be a little intimidating at times. They say blackjack is one of those games you actually have a decent chance of winning at. The house only has an 8% edge in most casinos. So if you wanted to learn how to play blackjack and maybe make a little money at the same time, our resident gambling expert, who also happens to be our executive sports producer, Jeff Schneider, is going to teach you how to do it.
Thanks, Paul. You know, one of the things about Las Vegas, you come to eat, you enjoy the restaurants, you go to the lounge acts, there's a lot of entertainment. But let's face it, you come here for one reason. You want to gamble. Tom Hallett is with us. If you're sitting down at a blackjack table, what's the #1 rule that somebody should know?
The #1 rule is to make sure you know what you're doing. Make sure you're hitting the right times. Make sure you're staying at the right times. Nothing's worse than hitting something that you shouldn't have and lose because of it.
Let's deal it out and see what happens. So I'm going to put down $50 as my first bet here. All right, so let's see. You got a 9 showing. I've got 13. I'm going to take a hit.
Look at this,
Bingo.
20. So he's gonna go ahead and stay right there. We're gonna flip over the cards. I have to stay, I can't hit. Look at another lucky winner at the Cromwell.
We'll up at 1
All
and we'll
right.
put $75 out there and see what
There we
happens.
go.
Oh, I hate this hand. I never know what to do on this. I have 12. I'm assuming you have 12. What do you do?
It actually, basic strategy is the hit. I always hit a 12 against a 2 because there's 65% of the cards that doesn't bust you.
So I will take a hit.
All right, so let's see if it worked out. I would have made a hand if you don't hit. I bust. Now you win because you took the hit. Good job. Here we go.
I'm on a hot streak now.
Look at this.
3.
Uh-oh, those crazy 8s. It's a 10.
Well, I'm going to split this. I think that's the call.
That is the call. I mean, it's tough to do because you have 8s against a 10. So if you get 18-18, I might already have you beat. The 2 hands, and here we go.
Give me a couple of 3s.
So when you do split them, you get 1 card.
Oh, look at that.
Here we go.
$400 on the table.
Uh-oh.
You better get
Come on,
a 10.
Uh-oh, we need a hand here. Uh-oh.
Killing me.
Yeah, the 8s didn't work that time, but they do work a lot.
Okay. $400 I just lost on that hand. I think it's time to switch to craps.
Now, Joseph, I know that you are big when it comes to craps.
Yeah, right. And we were just talking. I thought it was all just chance. But Paul Gerke is going to explain how, is there a strategy to craps?
I think there is a strategy, but Jimmy doesn't know what it is. That's the secret, right? I thought craps was just something you yelled when the house took your money, but that's also not the case, although it is a pretty excitable game. You know, an acre of land out here on the Strip costs between $3 and $6 million, so you're gonna have to get really, really good at craps if you wanna invest in real estate out here. To teach us, Jeff Schneider, our resident gambling expert.
All right, Tom, you wiped me out at the blackjack table, so now I'm going to try and get a little bit of revenge against you here on the crap table.
All right, when you shoot a crap, the first thing that comes in the line is your pass line bet. You have to have a pass line bet to be able to shoot. So now when you're on the pass line, it all depends on what's going on with this puck here, on or off.
So now is when I want to roll a 7.
Yes.
I rolled a
4, easy 4. So we rolled a 4, so now this tells the puck what to do. Now we come on to the 4.
Since you wiped me out so bad on the blackjack table, I'm only going to put $50 on it.
There you go. So now this gets paid even money automatically, and this one gets paid 2 to 1.
All right, let's go for the 22.
All right.
Now, I always shout out a sports figure's name. That's just me.
Right.
So when I'm going for Dave DeBuscher, who's one of my favorite Knicks.
6, easy. But look, since you bet the 6, you're going to get paid. So you have the place bet right there. Now the dealer's going to pay you. If you say, press my bet, I'm just going to go ahead and do it for you. I'm going to give you the change, and I'm going to make you have a $60 6 now.
All right.
And every time that hits, we're going to pay you $75.
There we go. 22, Dave DeBuscher.
8 again. Look at this guy rolling those 6s and 8s. As soon as he bets them, he knows what he's doing over there.
Let's see if we can get that 22. What do you think?
7 out. So when you roll a 7, it's a 7 out when we're working. So when that happens, that's going to clear the board. So at least you got to collect the money on that 6 and 8. We come back off, and we start the new game, new shooter.
Oh, you're killing me. So I lost in blackjack, I lost in craps. There's only one thing left, a little roulette.
You got to know.
Jeff actually lost all his money right here at the Cromwell. We're at Dre's Beach Club and Nightclub atop the casino right now. They offer the best odds in town in case you want to come out and play for yourself. This guy doesn't make his money gambling. He makes his money doing magic. The Shocker, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to talk to him in just a minute, but first, you had something you wanted to show me.
Well, you can see a lot of crazy, stupid stuff in this town. I got friends who swallow swords, eat fire. I'm not that brave. I use balloons. But this is something you shouldn't try at home, kids. Try it at school.
No, no, no. You're kidding me. Paul is just stunned. He's still going.
How is he able to breathe?
He's not breathing. What? Here we go.
This is.
Any questions?
I guess my question is, what's the nutritional value of a balloon?
You know, not a lot of calories in there. That's a diet balloon. And it is going to come back out in like 20 minutes.
Okay, we talk a lot about fad diets on 12 today. The balloon diet. Don't try it at home. So how did you get started in magic, sleight of hand? Was there a moment that captivated your attention?
I like money.
Right.
I like money. And I saw these guys on TV. I saw these guys on the strip making it. You can go see David Copperfield. You can go see Chris Angel. But I got better hair, so why would you see him? You can see Penn and Teller. And I saw these guys getting rich. And I said, Shocker's got to get a piece of that. So I learned some tricks with money that I like. We'll show you one in a minute here. We'll get to that in just a minute. But then I had to have my own stage, my own show. Yeah. And that's what I'm doing out here in Vegas right now. I thought you'd ask me about it. I'll just tell you because I like talking.
Please.
Exactly.
It's like a wrestling promo we're cutting in here.
Mean Gene, give me the microphone. All right. So you can catch me every Saturday night at the Sapphire Comedy Hour. Now, the Sapphire, it's a gentleman's club in town, but it is a legit comedy show. We actually got voted best comedy show in Vegas 2 years in a row by the Las Vegas Review-Journal, who also voted P.F. Chang's best Chinese food.
Yeah. You can't trust those things always, but I do trust you can actually do a trick. So let's let you do one.
You have a $20 bill? I'm going to show you.
It's Vegas. Of course I've got a $20 bill.
I saw Copperfield take a 20, change it into 100. I'm going to try to do that for you right now.
The slot machines certainly don't do that.
I know, they're not that good.
All right, hold on. Let me get you.
All right. See, we prepped this ahead of time, and then you put it back in.
There you go. Here's your 20.
All right. Man, how long has that been in there?
Yeah.
Now, first thing, we got to make sure the bill's not counterfeit, so you mark it with a little counterfeit checking pen. If the mark changes colors, can't really see. I'll make the mark dark. There you go. You guys see the mark I just made on his? Good. I'll move the pen out of the way. Didn't seem to leave a mark on the bill, so it must not be a counterfeit bill. So I'm just going to fold that bill up and add a little bit of friction and add a little bit of heat to the ink on the bill. You add just enough friction, just enough heat, the ink will move. Not only does it move, you can get it to smear. Not only does it smear, it'll change to a 100.
Oh, hold on just a second. That's a 1, buddy.
That's why I'm here and Copperfield's in bed at 6 in the morning. Welcome to Vegas.
Usually I leave with nothing, so I'll take it.
That's right. That's $1 profit for you right now.
Beautiful. Guys, you like the view here? We're at Dre's Beach Club and Nightclub atop the Cromwell right here on the Strip. It's a gorgeous location, and they've also got pools. I'm just kind of kicking back. Honestly, I got in the water to try to get rid of this trashy Jimmy Q tattoo, but the thing will not come off. I'm gonna have to fight with this later. In the meantime, sit tight, because we got some really cool stuff left on the show. We're gonna take you behind the scenes at Cirque du Soleil. We have a chef in the building preparing some fine cuisine. Plus, backed by popular demand, you guys asked and ye shall receive. The Shocker's still here. You got one more trick for us?
You can't get enough of me, so
yeah, we can't.
One more. I got you $19, so I'm gonna show you how you can cheat in Vegas. You bring your own cards, but the problem is you don't know what cards you're gonna need when you get to the table, so you bring cards that haven't been printed yet.
These are blank cards.
Those are blank cards, but if I need a card, like I need a jack of clubs, I print up a jack of clubs. If I don't need a jack of clubs, I'll print up a 9 of clubs. If I don't need the 9, I'll print up a 3, or a queen, or a king, or even a 2. In fact, if you need to cheat good, you just print up the entire deck of cards. all 52 fronts, all 52 backs. But if you miss one card, that's all it takes to screw it up. If you miss one card, they all go right back to being blank. All the fronts, all the backs. You know, these are the same cards they use down on the blackjack tables.
Now I understand why I lose. We're learning something today here live in Las Vegas.
He lost his pants in Vegas. He lost his
that was
pants.
to
And
be
I'm coming home with a
expected.
bad tattoo.
It was just a matter of time, right?
Yeah,
Gila
it was
Massa
played.
is wearing his pants right now.
Oh,
Welcome back to 12 Today and welcome back to Las Vegas. All morning long, we've been posted up on the Strip, which is the hot spot for tourists, but the locals won't go anywhere near there. They hang out here on Fremont Street. Is this what happens when you wash the colors with the whites? No luck. Just spin it. That's not quite as cool.
That was good. That was good.
Hold on, one more. But you made it do something else.
I can walk in the glass, I jump in it, I lay down in it.
No. I got nothing to say to this guy.
Come on, we better get in this.
Hey, the only slot I can't win money at in Vegas. At least I don't have to walk to the other side of Fremont Street. Legitimately, I was here for St. Patrick's Day. I went to buy tickets for this and chickened out at the last minute and did not come up here. And now I'm being forced to do it. I don't feel good about it, I'll be honest with you.
I'm pounding right now, man. Like, my heart's going. This is your face first over Fremont Street. I'm glad I didn't eat a big lunch before I came out here.
Mom, if you're watching this, something horrible happened on Fremont Street. And it's not what you think. It's involving a zip line. Oh no. Ah! Oh no.
I don't even need more hairspray.
And that's it, the Fremont Street experience. You need to experience it for yourself. Try the zip line. Tell them I sent you. Baby, I gotta talk to you about making a little money in this here town. Everyone likes to throw the dice, right? They say it's the worst game in Vegas, baby. 38 numbers. They pay 35 to 1. It's not a smart game to play, but we're gonna teach it to you anyway. Have a look.
Oh, you're killing me. So I lost in blackjack, I lost in craps. There's only one thing left, a little roulette. All right, Tom, this is Last Chance Saloon for me here. We're over at the roulette reel now, and I know very little about roulette except for the fact that there's reds and blacks and numbers. So why don't you explain the game?
We have our even money bets, which is right out here. So you have pretty much half the board besides the double zero, the zero and double zero. You could be betting dollars. And when you bet dollars, you play splits, okay? So you have two different numbers.
So if a 16 or a 19 were to come in, then you would win.
Yeah, we'll give you $17 for that, 17 to 1.
So I think I'm gonna bet $10 on the red, and then I'm feeling like it's gonna be a high number. So I'm gonna go the 19 to the 36. I wanna cover myself on this grouping here. So I'm gonna put it here, and then this will cover these four numbers.
Right, correct.
And then if I wanted to do this grouping here, this would cover these four numbers.
Right.
Because my birthday is on the 14th, I'm gonna put $50 on 14.
All right, let's spin the ball. Oh, right next
15.
door to that 15. So close.
I think I'm going to go now with a couple of the current Arizona Cardinal players. $50 down on Fitz, $50 down on Patrick Peterson, and $50 down on David Johnson. All right, I feel it now. We got to go. Come on, Fitz. Let's see a little Fitz. DJ, anybody? Somebody help me here.
No more bets. 35.
Who the heck is 35?
Oh.
He's like a fullback or something.
Still get the odd. You still get your 30, 19 to 36.
So I'm getting some money back, but it's definitely not enough to break me even. I may just call it quits at this point. And I guess what they say about Las Vegas is true. I guess you do lose your shirt in Las Vegas.
The good news is there's plenty of places to shop, so Jeff has found himself another shirt. Don't you worry about him. We're live at Dre's Beach Club and Nightclub atop the Cromwell on the Strip in Las Vegas. The Shocker joining us, the Las Vegas Golden Knights cheerleaders. We got time for a quick trick, buddy.
Time for a quick trick. All right, go ahead, reach on in, take out a card. You're gonna write your name right across the front of the card. Show the folks at home. She's taking the 7 of hearts. She's gonna write her name right on that card. And then he wants you to write your phone number right under it. Now,
area code 2, please.
Name written on that card. We are gonna fold that card up nice and tight, Taylor, and I want you to hold it right there, really tight. I'm gonna write my name on a card. In case you guys forgot, my name is Shocker, because my parents were hippies. I'm gonna write my name on the 6 of diamonds. Just like that. And then, Taylor, what you're gonna do is you are gonna take your card and you're gonna put it right there. Right there. Perfect. There's 2 reasons we do it. Reason number 1, makes awesome TV. Reason number 2, her jaw is the strongest muscle of that body. I cannot pull that card out of her mouth even if I wanted to. Your card is there, my card is there. Don't ever do anything else. My card is going. Oh.
That's the second thing he's eaten in this show.
That's not edible, right?
That's not edible. Wait.
What's happening right now?
Smoking.
Taylor, did you feel that? That's what all the women tell me. Oh. I think I got the 7 of hearts with her name on it over here in my mouth.
That's crazy.
Stop.
See if you got the 6 of diamonds.
You're joking.
With my name on it in her mouth.
Very.
Vegas, baby.
Very impressive.
Anything can happen out here on the Strip. Emma, you know that 15 of the top 25 hotels in the world are right here in Las Vegas. We're hanging out at the Cromwell. To be more specific, Dre's Beach Club and Nightclub, way up top with a beautiful view of the Strip. There is a lot of history in this town, and a lot of that history has not changed at one place called the Peppermill Lounge, a great taste of old Vegas. Take a look. No Vegas visit is complete without a trip to the iconic Peppermill Lounge.
It's a legacy. It's a destination. The movie Casino was filmed here.
It's like everything else in this place. You don't do it yourself, it never gets done.
Santana's done a music video in here. So has Adam Lambert, Boys to Men.
It's one of the last standing vestiges of old Vegas, virtually unchanged for decades.
Well, it opened in 1972, the day after Christmas, so December 26th. It was packed then.
And it's still packed now.
I've been coming here for probably since '82. Typical Las Vegas. I mean, the mood, especially the lounge.
But with all Sin City has to offer, what keeps people coming back? The mood or the food?
The food and service are exceptional.
Everything on the menu's huge. And it's good and it's quality. We never take anything off the menu because people, they get upset. This is their restaurant. They come every year, they get this certain thing.
It's a great environment. It's got a lot of character to it. Yeah, the food's really good. Service is excellent.
It's fantastic. Crazy portions.
Yeah, I love the atmosphere. It's an experience.
So whether you win or lose at the tables, ending the night at the Peppermill Lounge is no gamble.
Got a family, so the portion sizes here are really big. We just love the atmosphere and the decoration, kind of a retro thing. So it's just a cool place.
You know, I had a lot of fun down on Fremont Street, but I did one thing that didn't make the final cut of that story. I got a tattoo. And I want to show it to you guys. Now, the key, if you get any ink done in Las Vegas, is to make sure it's by a trusted professional, because it might end up looking smeared and awful.
No,
you ready for this?
They say 12 News.
It's going to say 12
Jimmy
News, is that what you said?
Q. I did it for you, baby.
That's permanent.
That is permanent.
You never put somebody's name on.
Yeah, but Jimmy, you know what?
Yeah, I was going to get it Q ball.
Yeah.
But the Q, it just looks so good when it's not all smeared on my arm.
But that's something you'll never regret. I've never regretted the one I got.
All right, back here live at Dre's Beach Club and Nightclub. atop of the Cromwell. Yeah, no, I know you don't regret your tattoos, Emma.
Yeah.
But this one, I think, is gonna leave a lasting impression.
Oh.
Anyway, hey guys, we're joined by the Las Vegas Golden Knights cheerleaders and the mascot, which is, do you know what that is?
Chance.
Yeah, but what is it?
It's a Gila monster.
It's a Gila monster. Who doesn't love a Gila monster in Arizona? How exciting has this playoff run been for you guys, or this whole inaugural season in general?
It's been very exciting.
Like, what is your favorite moment? Do you have one yet?
It's interacting with all the fans during the games. Like, they're just so awesome.
To the people that say that Las Vegas isn't a sports town, what do you say to them?
Well, we can just prove them wrong every day as we go along, so.
Are you guys believing that Vegas has a chance to legitimately win the Stanley Cup?
I mean, it's all been kind of crazy. I don't think anyone expected us to go this far, and we've just done amazing so far, and I just want us to keep pushing forward, so.
Vegas taking on the San Jose Sharks, Game 5 of that series tonight right here in Las Vegas at T-Mobile Arena. I've actually taken in a game there, their second ever home game against my hometown Detroit Red Wings. The Wings won that one, but they didn't win a whole lot of other games, so the Knights get the last laugh, as they often do. And Las Vegas is absolutely full of cool places, especially on a weekend like this, Cinco de Mayo. You imagine this place is going to be absolutely packed starting tonight and through the weekend. And a lot of you watching might be making some tequila cocktails this week. Hey, you know what? I'm not judging you. But if you're going to do it right. So we brought a guy in to teach us how to do it. Who are you? Where do you work? What are your credentials?
My name is Jay Hall. I work with Moet Hennessy here in Las Vegas, and I'm standing in for our mixologist, so bear with me.
All right, Jay, what are you showing us today?
We're introducing Volcan Blanco. It's our new tequila from Moet Hennessy, just launched in 2017, and happy to introduce it to the rest of Las Vegas.
Okay, so walk us through this here.
Sure. So we're just going to make a classic margarita. We actually already got started here. We're going to add, we're going to start with 2 ounces of sweet and sour, a little bit of fresh lime juice, and 1.5 ounces of Volcan Blanco.
So when you say sweet and sour, this is the mix that you can go and pick up at a convenience store, right?
Sure, or you can make your own. You know, use a fresh lime is great. Good rule of thumb is each lime gets about 2 tablespoons of lime juice. So good for making margaritas at home if you want to make them fresh.
Okay, so seems simple enough. What now?
A little bit of tequila, most important part. Right? And then give it a shake here.
Now, the shaking is key. James Bond prefers his martinis shaken, not stirred. You don't want to stir this thing.
Cocktail should always be shaken. 10 shakes is a great rule of thumb.
So how much of a difference does it make when it comes to selecting the type of tequila you use? Is cheaper tequila really that much worse than the expensive high-shelf stuff?
So different tequilas will give you different flavor profiles. This tequila here is a blend of Highland and Lowland agave. So Lowland, you're getting the structure, the pepper. Highland, you're getting floral, more citrus notes. Some are just one or the other. This happens to be a blend of both Highland and Lowland agave.
Okay, so we're shaking it up. I'm not going to disturb you as you shake here.
We are shaking.
And we're serving in a lovely Dre's glass. If you don't have one at home, you'll have to use the glassware that's available to you.
Salted rim, up to you or not. We're going no salt here. And
I'm a sugar rim guy. I know that's sacrilege.
Then a lime garnish typically is what you'd use.
I hugged her and she hugged back. Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that
Have it in a straw. And you have a margarita fit for Cinco de Mayo.
We're atop the Cromwell, the beach club and nightclub, hanging out here on the Strip. You are listening to the beautiful sounds of the Bishop Gorman Gales. Their jazz ensemble got up real early this morning to join us. I had a lot of comments on the Facebook. You people like this kind of music. I do too. If you want to see it for yourselves, August 31st, the Bishop Gorman football team is going to be playing at Chaparral High School, right there in the valley. You guys can go check them out. That football team's really good, by the way. They've won 10 straight Nevada State championships, 3 national championships as well. And if music here at Dre's isn't your thing, you can get the whole experience just across the way at the Mirage. We had a chance to go behind the scenes of a new Cirque du Soleil show. It's called Love. It features the music of the Beatles. Take a look.
Beatles Love is a celebration of rock and roll and the Beatles music, and we interpret all of that through acrobatics and dance. If they're a fan of the Beatles, they're going to love the music. They're going to see a lot of high caliber acrobatics, bungees, jumping on trampolines, and it's all set to the life and career of the Beatles. So right now we'll just go on a quick tour backstage. We'll walk you around, point out some of the more interesting props that we have. This is one of the pieces we use in a scene called Parade, and you can see it's a very intricate prop. Yeah, there's a costume. This is a quick change booth because their artists are doing multiple things in the show, so they're all kind of set for the different act, and they're all labeled for the specific artists themselves. So what we have here, actually, this is our the West Wing skate ramp, we call it, and it's a backstage element so that our skaters can work on skills, warm up, and get ready to go for the show.
Lady da da, out, children at your feet, stop.
So what you saw right there was one of our artist coaches. She's a performer, but she also coaches and helps with maintaining choreography and teaching choreography for incoming artists. Let's get some B-roll. So this act is called Revolution, based on the song. A highly acrobatic trampoline number that combines some traditional trampoline skills also with what we call off-axis rotation, which is something you may see like with snowboarders and things like that, and wall trampoline. And these nets we call them the acro walls, and they will do a series of maneuvers up there where they'll climb the wall, they'll use the trampoline to propel them up the wall, and then they use the wall actually to propel themselves down onto the trampoline to get a better bounce. There's a multi-generational appeal to the Beatles. You know, we have fans that are 6 years old, and we have fans that are 76 years old.
You are watching 12 Today live with the Rat Pack in Las Vegas, Nevada. And the bell goes ring-a-ding-ding, ring-a-ding-ding, ring-a-ding-ding.
Oh, it's one of the best things about Las Vegas. The incredible shows, and Paul Gerke, live from Las Vegas, has the latest, greatest behind the scenes with the Rat Pack. What's going on?
You guys, if you wanted to see the Rat Pack, you missed your chance. They used to play at the Sands here in Vegas. It was the show to see. But the new Rat Pack, you can still catch those guys. They're playing at Tuscany Suites right now. I had a chance to chat with that trio yesterday. Take a look. What's the crowd like?
The demographic is from 90 to 160.
No, we actually get young kids as well. It's amazing.
Do they know who you guys are?
Because of YouTube and all these media things, people can have access to all that stuff. So
we get young kids that say they've grown up with the music. It's crazy.
Their grandparents or their parents, and so they know, they're familiar with Frank Sinatra.
How do you fall into this? How do you, because when you were a kid, did you picture standing on this stage doing this?
I fall all the time.
He does. He falls all the time, hurts himself.
No, I didn't picture myself.
I grew up with this music since I was 6, and I was performing this music when I was like 6, 7 years
old.
And
who are you?
Well.
Who am I? Oh, I'm Sammy. How you doing?
Yeah, see?
No, I play Frank, and I grew up with Frank Sinatra since I was 6 years old.
Gold won't bring us happiness, not when we're growing old.
Does it ever get stale? You ever get tired of doing this?
We make it fun for ourselves on stage.
What's your favorite thing to do? Like, what's your favorite skit, your favorite gimmick, your favorite song?
I personally like the bar coming out, because it's all 3 of us on stage with the camaraderie that we have amongst ourselves and as the characters that we portray.
Yeah.
But I also like, coming out in the beginning of the night, warming the stage up, coming out with Luck Be a Lady, and that's my favorite.
Luck be a lady.
The bar cart, we're all just joking, singing a little bit, dancing, joking, dancing, drinking. That's the most fun part.
Nobody till somebody loves you.
Marriage is like a deck of cards.
Right.
In the beginning, all you need is 2 hearts and a diamond.
See now, isn't that pretty?
I like that.
Yeah, that's pretty, Frank.
Yeah, I did that.
I like the East, I like the West, and North or South. They're both the best. But I'd rather be here as your guest, because I love being here with you.
I like that.
That's right, even though he did my lines.
Well, now you do my lines.
I don't know your lines.
Dino told me he was here at Dre's last night, by the way. Pretty good place to get a bite to eat, too. Philip Soriano joining us live. Now, you're the executive chef here at Dre's. You prepared some Cinco de Mayo cuisine. Walk us through it.
Yes, well, welcome to Dre's. Obviously, welcome to Vegas, Phoenix. So we do have a Cinco de Mayo weekend coming up, and we'd like to talk about the menu. Right to your left, cameraman, we have the Mexican chorizo breakfast burrito.
What's in that?
Well, obviously, we have some queso fresco. We have some chorizo, Mexican chorizo, some eggs, tomatoes, and potatoes. Wrap it up. It's perfect for a day after hangover cure.
Okay, I recognize this as a hangover cure, too. Your salsa, your guac.
Exactly. So salsa, your classic salsa, guacamole, and chips. We have our quesadilla right here. A little pepper jack cheese. We could add some chicken, some beef in there, whatever you please. And then next to that, this is a very popular item this year. This is our Mexican hot dog.
Okay, what separates an American hot dog from a Mexican hot dog?
Well, obviously, you guys know what an elote is, right? With the corn and the cheese. And
yeah, you can explain it to the viewers. Of course, I know what you mean. Wink,
right,
wink.
So, all those things are in that hot dog. So imagine all those flavors in a hot dog. Very popular item this year. And then next to that, we have an awesome Southwest salad with some corn, some roasted corn in there as well.
Got to get your greens in.
Absolutely. Some tortilla strips on top of that. And here is your ultimate.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Here is your nachos. Obviously, our nachos there. We have our homemade cheddar cheese sauce, some jalapenos, some steak on top, more guacamole, more sour cream. Everything good for the gut.
All right, real quick with this last one. We're running out of time.
This is your shrimp ceviche. Shrimp ceviche is all fresh vegetables, some rock shrimp on there with a lime juice. So
I told you earlier in the show, it bears repeating. They eat 60,000 pounds of shrimp a day here in Las Vegas.